The two new plugins for your MPC just came out. One is great for sound design, and the second one is just an excellent reverb. Let's take a listen to before and after. The difference is massive. This is the new Air Ether, the plugin which is perfect for sound design. Oh, nano. There is some like a tail. Wow. I will increase it. Just listen. Listen to the crash to the right. And this is the plugin Air Sprite, just a very excellent reverb that you will definitely like. When I start producing, I quite often have this problem, and I think you've been there yourself. I would open a nice plugin, for example Fabric XL, go through presets, find some sound that maybe I enjoy, but then when I try to create some catchy, interesting melody, I end up having something like this. And to be honest, the sound of this electric piano is just an electric piano. So I need this extra spark for creativity, and here Ether is very handy. I'll open up the first preset and just listen. Immediately, we're somewhere into space. Listen before. Just the sound of electric piano, not the best. Let's go through presets. What is happening? I'm flying into space. The LFO right here is just crazy. What is happening in the background? And of course I can mix it, not 100%, but maybe in parallel. So nice. A lot of things is happening in the background. You should listen to it in the headphones. Oh wow. Listen to this nice pad. Let me remind you what it sounds in the original. And what do we have now? This is fantastic. Let me open the preset folder. We have motion, we have echoes, textures, spaces, long, short, which is more like a usual reverb delay thing. Let's go through echoes. Wow, the effect in headphones is just incredible. Very nice. Spaces, short. Let's try studio. More like a usual reverb with something else. Let's leave it at motion, and I like this preset, aleatoric actions. Alright. Let's roll off some high frequencies. Yes, this is the sound that I'm keeping. And then we'll take some melody from Jura. Again, something simple. Let's improve this sound. Wow. Let's listen in the mix. This is something absolutely different. I like it. There is one thing to remember. You can't load a third and fourth Ether or Sprite plugin, because let me show you. I'm trying to load a third Ether, and it says that I already have 2 instances, so the limitation is only 2. 2 for Ether, 2 plugins for Sprite. This is not a problem for me, because I can use sends, returns, I can resample. I understand that this box is limited to 2 GB of RAM only. And yes, I can work with the limitations. Let me show you. For example, I'm going to delete this from the track, plugin 2. Then I'm going here, which is return 1, where we usually have our default Air reverb, and I'm loading Air Ether on the return track. But remember, most usually on the return track we should have our mix at 100. And then we go back to here, we go to sends, this is our sound, and let's increase it. Go back to the settings. So this is another way of how to use the plugins on the return tracks, because this is actually the usual way we use it in Logic Ableton. We just load them into bus tracks and then mix to what we want in sends and returns, for example, more or less. You decide it right here. Air Ether is very creative, and you can be creative with it. You can load it onto the track itself. You can load it onto the return track. You can make it 100%. You can make it more or less. It depends on you, on your creativity, because this plugin, it sparks creativity. And now let's talk about the second plugin, which I like a lot now, which is called Air Sprite. Let's listen to the drums first. I guess I need to load some just simple reverb preset. Okay, let's make some adjustments. Okay, I like the space. We can add distortion in this plugin, which acts like a Flavor Pro, all built in one. This is incredible. We can change tubes to transformers, the usual Flavor Pro. I like this one. And now the melodic sample. Okay, we lost a lot of space. We can go through some crazy presets which are here as well, for example, textures. Something very interesting, but although in this scenario I have a very classic example of boom bap hip hop, and maybe in this scenario it's not very suitable, maybe it's better for some techno, electro, and there are usual presets of reverb and delay here as well. So let's try forest delay, why not? Of course, I can use Air Sprite on the send as well, so I will delete it from here. I will go to my send return to, which is the same thing. Sprite, let's open some reverb, basic room, 100%, and we return to sends. It is here, number 2. Without and with. I like how it sounds. For example, I can use one and the same plugin, Air Sprite, which is on our return to, for one track, 2 tracks, or all of my tracks. Let me show you. I go to sends. For example, here is the sample with this Air Sprite. And now my drums without and now with. Nothing here, no reverb on the track itself, but it's using the send. I like the setting, by the way. Let's go through different modes of our reverb, because there is dance, gritty, loose, and so on and so forth. Let's just listen. This one is nice. I like it a lot. Boxy. Cramped. Yes. Wow, tiny. Tiny sounds fantastic. Like, there is nothing. But when you switch it off, like, you lose something. You will not hear it if you just listen to the video on your iPhone. No. Oh, nano. There is some like a tail. Wow. I will increase it. Just listen. Listen to the crash to the right. It pulls it out. I like it. This this is the setting that I like. I'm keeping it. And you can see that this is the track with my melodic sample, and there is no air sprite. This is the second track with my drums, no air sprite again. I can load it to some other tracks and just use sense settings like 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them. All of them can use one plugin, which is located here. Effects, return to Sprite. So I'm using the CPU at its minimum, only one sprite and only one ether. Okay, with ether it's a little bit different because ether is more for sound design and you have absolutely zero ideas of how you will end up using this plugin. But Sprite, for me personally, is just a very cool sounding reverb. And I remind you that if you want to learn these instruments professionally, MPC, Push 3 or Roland, sign up for a lesson, of course, with me. The link is in the description. But there is so much more about the MPC workflow, especially in the new operation system, and I talk about it in these videos right here. They are quite helpful.